是要
大天使启动就 A 一下就可以启动了。这边上8，但是攻速
决斗转还没到，
攻速没来。
When we starting? We're starting soon. What's up, guys? Turn my music down. I might even turn it off. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. And let's turn this off real quick. Just so yep, okay. I had Discord in the right window the whole time. So, I'm not gonna stream super late. I'm starting pretty late today because I was doing Mother's Day stuff all day. So, it's not like I'm gonna stream until 1 a.m. here. 9 o'clock, so I'll probably stream 2.5 hours or something like that. So nothing too crazy. But I wanted to watch some of the games from the NA. Oh wait, I should do this setup. Some of the games from NA finals. I want to watch Jukyu's POV because it looks like Jukyu absolutely smurfed on this entire tournament, and I have never seen Jukyu play before in my life. I'd love to know if this dude is just lucky or really good. Usually when you see a performance this dominating, it is because they're just that good. So I'm really curious to see how he approaches the game. So that should be really cool. If we got time after, I'll do CN regionals, but like, I don't know. Honestly, just getting through the 5 final games from Jukyu's POV might be enough content for me, you know, enough stream time. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is having a good Mother's Day. Hope you called your mom or, you know, spent time with her. Unless she's like a terrible person. In that case, don't do it. But like, for most of you, I imagine your mom's not a terrible person. Call your mom or, you know, hang out with her. Something like that. I mean, it's kind of late, but I mean, better late than never, right? Happy Mother's Day, mommy. Thank you, Sassy McGee. Can't say I've ever been called that, but there's a first time for everything. Let's go to the first game. So yeah, we're watching Jukyu's POV. Because my god, like if you look at the, actually I don't have the score sheet, but Jukyu basically hard smurf days 1, 2, and 3 had like by far the best average placement. Oh wait, actually, do I have it open? I'm about to sneeze though. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I just completely deleted it. Look at this shit. Jukyu's average placement over all of regionals was like 2.94. Like, that's gotta be illegal. Setsuko, who's the person who ended up going on average placement because Jukyu made it final day, but Setsuko's a 3.71. 2.94 across the entire tournament? Like, first place, day 1. Day 2, he kind of played pretty bad. He only went 4th place overall with 31 points. And then day 3, 41 points in 6 games. Like, this might be the new god of TFT. So I'll probably include that information when I do my YouTube intro for this. But yeah, let's honestly get into it. And also, this is the finals lobby, so it could be all the strongest people. Oh, I hope Jukyu's stream is not that laggy. I'm on 720p. It's a little bit low quality, but you know, like, well, we take those. You gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here. We are watching the North American regional finals from Jukyu's POV Game 1. As I probably said in the intro, this guy absolutely dominated the entire tournament, so I'm really, really hyped to see just how this guy plays TFT. I mean, you have to high roll a little bit to go first, but you also have to play really, really well. So, yo, Jukyu's doing something that I'm like a big fan of. Like, I mean, I think most people at this level are doing this, but just literally, even in the first round, scouting all your opponents, I think is very helpful. Oh, I'm a bit surprised. It's because he started Bow, though, that he sells Vex here. I think Vex is usually like a really, really nice early unit, you know, to give you direction for some kind of mascot reroll comp. But like when you have a Bow start, you're very likely to get another Bow, and Vex comp doesn't really want double bows. Admin check here. Nothing. Oh, these are pretty bad. I guess you could take on ally death admins gain AD. That's probably like the only takeable one. Jarvis, pull up Sub-Zero stream on Twitch. Lamau. RFL is just clicking my quality options thinking it was me. Yeah, no, it's a little bit low quality, but look, it's better than some of the Chinese streams we watched before, so whatever. And look, it's at least it's not like Kivik's level of stream quality, where if you guys have ever seen that guy's stream, it is like unwatchable. Okay, we have 222, and looks like he might just slam. Wait, is he really slam taking adaptive defenses here? I'd probably roll and try to find the other one. Because these are pretty, I mean, like, Bow start into Camille reroll is pretty decent. But like the problem is this Rod and Giant's build aren't great. But yeah, I can't really imagine you do adaptive defenses here. I'd be surprised. Oh, what admin did he end up actually taking? Because that also affects adaptive. Oh, on 66% HP, admins gain AD. So he was already thinking of potentially angling for an admin game. And so this is, ooh, okay. I mean, in that case, adaptive defenses makes a ton of sense. The only problem is your irons are a little scuffed for it, and you don't have to let the admin like bait you into playing a bad comp. I probably still wouldn't go this angle. I'd probably still just try to go some kind of like generic Jin angle. or something else. But okay, he does actually roll. Okay, so he's not going to go that angle. It is a little too... I think it's just too scuffed with these items. At least I'm Yasuo, because I never read patch notes. Is that it's the Wind of the Wanderers? Yeah, you still also don't really have good items for Yasuo. I mean, you don't have really good items for anything. Like, you don't love to slam, like, Winsu or anything. At this point, like, I think Camille Augment is pretty good. I guess you could theoretically try Ruthless Blades, but I wouldn't with no Dravens. Okay, rolls again. Your Cut is insanely strong, and this can angle really easily into a Jhin game. It's either Your Cut. You could also think about, like, Channeled Pheromancy, potentially. I like Your Cut here a decent bit. Okay, so yeah, we take Your Cut here. The problem is our board is, like, kind of a joke. Yeah, what did he end up playing as his backline? Camille? Yeah, I think I would have also just played this Camille as my backline. But it's okay. We'll get some Your Cut rerolls and then hit a bunch of 2-stars and we'll be fine. Okay, so happy with how I parsed that hero augment. And so far, I think, I mean, a lot of the decisions he has made so far have been very straightforward. Sure, Pantheon 2 here, hold the Sivir. Do we want to hold like a Rel or something? It's been paused. All good. Wait. Okay, so it got unpaused. Ends up holding Ezreal for potential underground. Okay. I mean, and is going to level for a Blitzcrank here. Oh, okay. So we got Pantheon 2. He also, I guess he had Renekton 2 when he rerolled. I'm like so blind, I didn't even see when he hit that Renekton. Okay, yeah, he hit it when he rerolled. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Renekton 2, and then we level Blitz. I like it. It's actually really nice. I think this is the only other play you can go for here is just like 10. But I kind of dig this a lot. You just play an insanely tanky front line, and then you just try to get as many casts off from this Pyke as possible, and then ideally you can like push levels. Hit like level 5, have some chance of like high rolling a Jhin early or something like that. But yeah, like 2 rerolls here. Like it's just straight up like way better trade sector right now. So kind of wild. Let's see. Are we making 10 here? Probably, right? I guess you could also pre-level and not make 10. Pre-leveling, I mean, you can just do that next turn though. Looks like, I mean, the way he's holding these units, he's also holding these like mascot units for potential like mascot variant of the Jhin comp, which makes a lot of sense. So yeah, he's just gonna pre-level and hold all this stuff. So yeah, not making 10 here. Maybe a little bit broke. Okay, but he is lowest HP, and he's just gonna get to take a spat here. Now he's holding all these mascot units. He can play 6 mascot Jhin. Wow, this feels pretty nice. Okay. Curious to see when he probably slams mascot spat immediately, right? It's a random Warwick? And it's actually not bad, right? I'd love to... Oh, and he can get 4 laser in. Wow. Wow. That's some flex play. He was holding those laser units. What? Let's go back. I mean, he had the Renekton, obviously. What units was he holding on his bench? Going into this. He was holding Ash Pair, and then he had this, and then he sees the Yasuo in shop. And he ends up, yeah, just buying the Yasuo once he sees the Renekton. Or, not Renekton, Warwick. Nice. What a board. I mean, this is obviously a very strong board for this portion of the game. All right, what are we taking here? You just take Static Shiv. You could also just try to figure out what you're doing with this rod, which I assume is going to become like a Viego item. I mean, Static Shiv's probably a better slam here, like probably the best slam here, and is going to be really good late game on like a Morgana. But we'll see. Oh, he actually makes Last Whisper. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's a good Jhin item. I've seen most people just prioritize Static Shiv Morgana in this comp. Maybe you can't easily fit Morgana. He ends up hitting the Morgana here. Ooh, man, I really want to get this Blitzcrank in, but no space for it. Also, I'd really like to like make Gihan at some point in this game. Even thinking about playing this a lot. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing is that like we do need to eventually get out of this laser core board into a Jhin board. Like, there's no way we're playing this laser core board. I mean, yeah, still, yeah, okay. I like this a lot. Like, we need to make gold really badly. Making the first 10 feels pretty good. Right, Blitzcrank 3 angle? Probably not. If we find Vi 2, it's obviously better than Blitz. So we can potentially hold on to that, but I mean, I'm probably selling these Blitzes. I definitely want to make gold here. Yeah, okay. Oh, ends up selling Malphite, really? Wait, is he actually gonna play a Warwick game from this spot with Pike? Just on his... And maybe he'll just cut Pike later, and it's actually just a Warwick game? And the problem is, in that case, what do you do with the spat? What do you do with these AP items? Like, normally if you're playing a Jin comp, it's very easy to make use of the AP items. Like, the spat is really, really good. But, like, if he actually ends up playing this comp, it feels a little bit bad. Okay. He ends up making Morellos. Wow. Okay. So that means he doesn't have the opportunity to make mascot spat anymore. Maybe that's... Who's going to hold Morellos? I don't know. This Morellos item is not very good. So I'm actually really curious to see what he does with Morellos. All right. Augment. I mean, if you're playing Laser Core Angle, Ancient Archives is quite strong. There's actually a lot for you to... Like, you only have 7 in right now, which feels kind of bad. But, I mean, yeah, it's probably still the take. Okay, levels up here for LeBlanc. We get in Blitzcrank. Check out what 4 admin is. Oh, I mean, I guess it's gain AD. What do we already have? It was already gain AD, so he's actually gonna do the double AD. Okay. I would think it's gonna attack speed here. All right, now he's just trying to tailor for Tome, admin, laser core. Do you have anything? You have the Kaisa that you could potentially get in. You could put it over LeBlanc. You would lose Spell Slinger. And that's it. And you would get started in Quick Draw. Like, getting in Quick Draw is nice. It's too hard, though. I mean, wait. There's no reason you can't play, like, a Gnar game from here, right? Last Whisper Slam. The Morellos is kind of awkward. You could play, like, a Hacker Gnar game and keep hiking the whole game. Oh, it's a little dank. But I would almost consider getting Gnar in. Trying to go for 10 traits. Okay, but, I mean, I think he's thinking that's too ambitious of a pivot from here. So, fair enough. But yeah, like the Last Whisper, decent enough Gnar item. Then you just play like Hacker Gnar with 5 gadget. Yeah, he's just gonna do this. Decent amount of things that are good for maybe the Laser Core board. I mean, he also has Riftwalker in, so he can always hit that. So let's see what it is. Ooh. I mean, these are not that good of options, I'll say. I don't know what I would even take here. I guess you could take Hacker Emblem and play Hacker Warwick, which was maybe his idea the whole time. I mean, it definitely seems like maybe doable. Yeah, I mean, I guess it has to be. Okay. Yeah, Hacker's definitely the only one that makes sense on this current board. I mean, the other options, like maybe you could pivot into something else. But okay, so, and it's a Hacker spat work. And we even get 4 Hacker in here. Ooh, wow, really 4 Hacker over the Ash? I'm curious if he keeps this change, because, like, 4 Laser Core is a big spike. Yeah, like, Sure Shot, you could definitely angle. But yeah, okay. So, I mean, this allows us to play Pike the entire game. Wow, what a ride we've been taking on. I mean, so far, I'm really enjoying the flexibility here. Take, like, Hodge for Warwick. I guess you already have all that healing with Hacker, though. We have to figure out what we're doing with this tier. I think I would still just take the Glove. I'm gonna take Cloak. For Admin Spat? Yeah. I mean, I guess that does have to be your Spat. Just, like, a little concerned about what we're actually doing with this tier. But I guess we'll find out. Okay. Thinking about holding this Gnar here for potential pivot. I mean, like, if you randomly hit like 10 Gnars, I guess you could pivot to Gnar. Okay, and then we're going to end up just making the admin spat and playing 4 Hacker, 4 admin. What a crazy board. But I mean, it seems pretty strong. Who did win this tourney, sir? The player that we are currently watching. This is Jukyu's POV. Jukyu absolutely dominated this tourney, so wanted to see just really like what he's doing. Okay. And then it ends up actually just getting the Blitzcrank in here as a brawler. And then you can move admin spat over here. Okay. 5 admin. So then we're dropping... Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this board before, but we're going to play Warwick, but drop out of Laser Core, and play vertical admin, vertical hacker, and then potentially add a Morgana to this board. Doesn't really seem amazing to me. That's 3 slots for NA go to Worlds. Is that true? 4. There's 4 guaranteed slots to Worlds, 3 from this tourney. The 3 from this tourney are Jukyu, Replay, and Setsuko. Setsuko made it. My God, it's we're actually gonna win worlds. Setsuko is gonna win worlds for us. Yeah, and then Weijin Iverson qualified from an earlier tournament from mid set. Okay, so I mean, yeah, you have to. Yeah, I mean, the problem was actually until we hit this Urgot, there probably wasn't something better than the Camille 2, but I think the Urgot makes a decent amount of sense. And then we're just gonna play this Rammus. Slots here. It's so interesting. But yeah, like 3 Laser Core is not that great. Okay, Augment here? Ooh. I mean, yeah, it has to be a reroll there. There's nothing good. And then Verdant Veil feels really good. The other 2 are pretty much untakeable. Okay, so not much of a decision there, I would say. Okay, rolling still pretty deep here. Whoa. I mean, there's no way he's going to make the pivot back to Jin, right? Maybe. Gets Riftwalker in for the 5 hacker. Oh, he's not pivoting to Jin. He's just using Jin as a secondary so that he can play. And it was always going to be 3 Riftwalker. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, so it's Warwick, Jin duo carry. Jin with no items. It's kind of hilarious because we hit Jin 2 so easily. But we're still stuck on Warwick 1. And it's 5 hacker. What a cool board. I don't know what he ends up... Wait, I think he plays as well this game, right? I think he plays well the first 3 games. So, wow. Okay, I am down to see what happens here. But he's rolling so deep. Man, this is something that I always associate with, like, Chinese TFT, is rolling insanely deep in these situations. But, like, I've seen more and more NA players do it recently, is just roll super, super deep in a spot like this. When, like, you know, you could theoretically try to greed a little bit so that you just have some amount of econ, but he just wants to stabilize really badly. And, like, I mean, it makes sense, right? So low. Item-wise here, isn't Edge of Night kind of insane? I guess, wait, was there? I thought there was an Edge of Night on here. No, there wasn't. Okay. What components do we have open? We have nothing open, right? Yeah. Okay. So we just have Last Whisper. We're getting infinite AD. I feel like Edge of Night's really good, but there's actually, yeah, you could take this. Maybe he wants to slam IE? I don't think IE slam's that bad. Been trying to roll way deeper than I'm coming with. Try it out. Works out a lot. Yeah. Okay. So do you slam IE here, or do you greed for something else? You could also put items on Jin, but I'm pretty sure you have to itemize this Warwick first. I think I want to chill. I think I don't want to slam IE. Oh, okay. He does it. He does it. It's a decent item on Warwick, for sure. I'd slam. I mean, he's 34 HP. His board's, like, really strong. So, I don't know how much he needs the IE. But, like, maybe he thinks IE might be... I mean, like, he does have so much AD in this spot that, like, adding crit onto it does feel really good. And then you have the crit from the Last Whisper. So, like, it's a pretty good item. I'm just a little bit afraid that this Warwick's gonna get, like, one shot. Like, but, I mean, I guess the only issue... If you don't slam IE here, I'm greeting for, like, Edge of Night plus, like, glove item for Jin. We already have a Last Whisper built on Warwick, so we don't really want to build double Last Whisper. So that's the issue. You could always just wait and see if it matters. Like, did IE slam matter in either of these fights? I don't think so. I mean, I still see how this fight goes, but, like, all their carries are 1-star. Yeah, it's not a very difficult fight. Okay. So, like, just from the principle of not slamming items until you have to, like, I'm pretty sure he didn't need to slam IE to win either of these fights. What's our last in here? Looks like he's holding Alistar. Alistar do anything? Do any units do anything here, actually? You get Alistar in for Mascot? Okay. So you got, I kind of wanted Jin items here, personally. I guess you can go, like, tank items, but, like, on who? I guess you can build items on Pike. Some kind of sword item for Jin. Maybe, like, you can't even... You already have Morellas for Pike, so it's not like you're building Sunfire. What the hell are we building here? I mean, I want to see what this thing is first. And then we can start to figure out what we're going to build. Okay. And, like, Deathblade Jin seems fine. Deathblade or IE Jin. Isn't Deathblade better here? And then the problem is, what else are we building? Because we can't build Morellas, we can't build Sunfire, which means our only option is, like, Locket, which doesn't feel very good. But then what's the other angle here? Like, I guess you could go, like, Gunblade. But you go, like, Guardbreaker. You go, like, Gunblade Guardbreaker Jin. Doesn't sound that bad. Maybe that's it. We just have enough frontline, and we just need extra damage from Jin. I kind of don't hate Gunblade Guardbreaker. Or Gunblade. You could also go Guardbreaker Edge of Night. Gunblade's probably better, right? Yeah, I think I like Gunblade Guardbreaker best, but we'll see. Oh, he does make the Locket IE. Okay. I mean, Locket value into Warwick? No, oh my god. See, I mean, I don't know if he's winning this fight with, like, Edge of Night, but that is definitely a fight where Warwick does get one shot. Okay, Ripple Overdrive very low. Can't level yet. Yeah, he goes IE Locket. I don't know. Does this Locket item actually do anything? I'm pretty sure I prefer Gunblade Guardbreaker. I mean, the problem is that, like, IE might be more effective than... It's probably not more effective than both of those items, though. Okay. This is such a cool board to see, though, honestly. Like, I don't know how many other tournament participants played this board in this entire tournament. I don't think I've ever played this board this set, so pretty cool to see. All right, 2 people dead. He's going to level up here for nothing. I mean, he can just add in... Oh, he's looking at his matchups. Oh, because he can fit in Defender if he wants to. But I think he looked at his matchups and sees there's a lot of AP. Wow, the Giga Chad, no moving as moving, literally leaves his Warwick in the exact spot here. Oh, I'm pretty sure I watched this game from Setsuko's POV, and he was complaining about how he didn't move Warwick at all here. He was like, this guy just doesn't move his Warwick. And so Setsuko dies. All right, so top 5. Items on carousel here. I do think we're still looking just for another Jin item. But it doesn't exist. I mean, I guess we'll take the Zephyr if we could get it. And if we can't get it, ET. Takes Mascot +1. Okay. So then you can cut Alistar. But still, what are we playing? Oh, he could play... No. I mean, you don't want to play 4 Mascot, right? Lose out on 5 Hacker. That sounds awful. Yeah, okay, so he's just going to play the Garen. I mean, I didn't see how much of this lobby was AD. Oh, maybe. I mean, if a decent amount of the lobby's AD, this makes a good amount of sense. But, like, still, like, I don't know. Mascot is pretty low value late game. I kind of like BT Jin. Okay, but he likes Mascot +1 here. I mean, you do have a lot of units on this board with, like, the Zac. So, like, Mascot healing onto all them feels decent. My god, this Warwick. Wow, the Jin and the Warwick actually get it done. And just like that, might be able to top 4. Oh, that's a Garen 2. Nice. I mean, Garen 2 is huge just... I mean, like, the Defender is nice, but from the perspective of just having a big, beefy guy is also really, really nice. Yeah. And he's once again going to do the no swap as swap here. Ends up being on the wrong side this time. Replay doesn't swap into him. We'll see if Replay can win this fight. I mean, still, it looks like they're just having so much trouble getting through this insanely... It's not even like tanky Warwick. It's just a very much lifesteal-y Warwick. But yeah. You can roll a... Like, I mean, you can use your free rerolls, but, like, there's actually nothing to roll for here. And just like that, he's in a really, really good spot to top 4 this game. All right. I'm still looking for another Jin item here. I have to imagine that is the priority in this position. Would you guys sell this Warwick here to make 20 and try to go 9? There are no Warwicks in the lobby, so if you natural like 2... Oh, this person is double Zephyr. If you natural like 2 more, you can just roll down for Warwick 3. Just Renan's here. Gotta be, right? Yeah, okay. So Warwick last second in a good spot. So the board, that board is actually Camille 3, but it's not the hacker version. It's pretty cool. That's another pretty creative board. Is that Robbie Van? Wait, did he just die? I think that was Robbie Van Kenobi, unless someone else is alive. Which, like, I feel like Robbie Van Kenobi went for so many creative boards this entire tournament. So big compliments to him, because my god, as a flex player. All right, I mean, gives it up a little bit, like how he's swapping, because he like moves the Jin over to the same side, and he's been keeping Jin and Warwick the same side, which maybe makes sense. Warwick gets a unit low, and then Jin like snipes them down. Makes a decent amount of sense. Ooh, takes a big loss here, down to 1. Wow, that was surprising. He was pretty healthy for a long time, and now he's just rolling to try to be alive, and he is keeping the idea of hitting this Warwick 3. Okay. Only a couple off, but that's also a Samira 3 that I used to fight into against free replay. Oh man, I think we are dead here, and he's just hoping Deepay takes like a 50 unit loss, which I don't think is gonna happen. Oh, he does take a 50 unit loss, but not 50 enough. All right, so it is a 3rd place from Jukyu in this game. Really, really interesting composition though. It's not something that I have ever played. Very, very creative. So goes to show maybe one of the things that makes this guy do so well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch channel, my links down below. Thank you. All right, that was a really cool game. Like, yeah, the 5 hacker 4 admin board, the Riftwalker plus Warwick, Jin plus Warwick duo carry. Like, huh? Insane. All right, let's go to the next one. Yo, I feel like my sinuses, I'm getting like stuffed up. I'm sick. It's just like but I don't have allergies. It almost feels like allergy, but I'm not allergic to things. All right. He's already tabbing around. What a god. What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, watching Game 2 of the NA Regional Finals. This is, once again, from Jukyu's POV. Started a glove on a Poppy, got some gold. So they're not spamming Lulu Reroll here? Haha. Yeah, I mean, Lulu Reroll is not a broken enough comp that you can spam it every game at this level of play. It's decent, though. If you find a really good spot for it, you can play it. But yeah, nobody's spamming it. Or at least nobody who made it. I don't think anyone in this tournament was spamming it, just because, yeah, if you get to this level of play, you probably know how to play more than one comp. I'd have to say. He definitely wants to hold this Ezreal here. He's gonna opt to not hold it, though. Wow, okay. I was thinking, but he wants to hold Nasus. I think, like, maybe Nasus Nah, I mean, I guess you have to hold Pantheon. It's pretty cool how he organizes his bench, actually. You can sort of, like, see how he thinks. All right. Augmentier scoped Electrocharge combat training. Interesting. Scoped weapons from this spot? Is it ever? I don't know why I said it like that. I'd play like a scope weapons Jax game. I mean, if this was a lobby in China, absolutely. It would be just like scope weapons already. But it's not a lobby in China. Are you gonna save the VOD on YouTube? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't like hate scope weapons from this spot. It's either scope weapons or, I mean, you could take Electro. You just don't really, Electro's pretty bad here. Either scoped or reroll, I'd have to imagine. He does go scoped, okay. And then you use Nasus as your scopey. Nasus, Malphite. Oh. What? Okay, this isn't actually the board, right? Okay, this is actually the board, and we're 7 Glass Whisper. We're not even gonna hold this Malphite to get Mascot in for some extra healing. He just wants to play the double Nasus that badly. What a board. And just to hold all these pairs is the really big thing. He's just looking for some kind of 2-star frontliner. Okay. Poppy 2. And he has a defender in chop. I have to imagine we're gonna play this Wukong, I guess, over Fiora. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, make sure to keep them both on the front 2 rows, and then we're carrying these Nasuses in the backline with scoped. Okay, and so we slam Last Whisper immediately. That suggests to me that he is not interested in playing like a Jax game. If you want to play Jax from here, you would slam like GS. He's more angling to play like a Bel'Veth scope weapons angle, I would have to imagine. BP2 is not bad. Played over one of the Nasuses. Can get Duelists in here. Can get Oxforce in. And Mascot. Wow. Feels really good. And then you move items to G. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. He's gonna play. Really? I mean, yeah. The problem with wow. What good like intuition on strongest board here, like, and also just like making econ and like immediately swapping out of the Nasus, not getting baited by the fact that you have Nasus pair. Thinking about the Alistar, but the problem with the Alistar being that you're just gonna be so low on gold this entire game if you play this Alistar here. Is sword open? What do you want here? BT? BT glove? He's glove. No way you're slamming IE here, right? I guess you could slam TG. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's not bad here, but like, it's gonna be really bad late game on Bel'Veth. Wow, he makes IE. Who the hell is he carrying? Unless this is some kind of like Scope Weapons Jin game. But I don't know. But yeah, really cool openers so far. But yeah, I mean, the GP should do very good work with this setup. Just with duelists and with the IE allowing spell to crit. Yeah, I mean, he's holding the pike. Is it actually Scope Weapons Jin? I mean, Scope Weapons doesn't really do anything for Jin because Jin already has insane range. But like, I have seen in the stats that Scope Weapons Jin doesn't look that bad. I guess just because of the stats that it gives. I'm gonna play Rammus here over the Fiora. I mean, this also, or over the Alistar. This also allows us to potentially hold Rammus pair if we win. If we lose, we probably have to sell Rammus pair though. You know, I mean, ooh. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I mean, absolutely hold Rammus pair. Wow, that feels amazing. That's so good. And so smart, right? Like, you absolutely want to be able to hold Rammus pair here. This actually allows you to do that. Yeah, even gonna do this where he... I don't know. Like, would I ever actually sell that Fiora? I think probably not. If I got 0 gold here, would I sell this Fiora and Wukong to make 30? I feel like no. But I guess this sort of gives him the opportunity to sell, like, Fiora instead of something else. I don't think we need Kaisa. Yeah, we'll hold the rest of this stuff, though. Yeah, gets a random tier. I mean, yeah, Hodge looks really good in this spot, and he's win streaking. Ooh, is he really thinking about this? He is. Swaps over to Sure Shot. Man, this guy is constantly changing his board. I did not even think this was stronger. Swaps over to Sure Shot here. Potentially for augment purposes. And then also potentially just because he thinks it's stronger than the GP. Maybe this is a stronger item holder than GP2. Wow, makes 40 here. Wins the fight. Okay. I mean, you have Sivir pair. I mean, Mana Tempering's fine. If you're just, I mean, it probably is just Mana Tempering. Augments. I'm curious. Like, if you look at Sivir augments, how well does Time and a Half perform here? I mean, much worse than at 2-1. Yeah, at this point, you would prefer Mana Tempering. The other option is just roll for something frontline, but I don't know. Mana Tempering spikes you pretty damn hard. We'll see, though. I mean, Time Knife also doesn't spike you. Like, it does spike you a decent amount, but, like, I don't know. Mana Tempering here is so nuts. Mostly just because of the fact that you have Sivir pair and your Sivir's holding 3 of your items. Like, hitting a Sivir 2 here is just insane value. Yeah, it means he doesn't even have to roll at all. It's also really cool. Like, he even considered playing double Shen there, but, like, I'm pretty sure that's not right. So he ends up not doing it. Actually gets smoked in this fight. Wow. The replay board is kind of nuts. What did he sell there? All this. Okay, that's just all garbage. He doesn't really have to care about that stuff. Okay, so makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Oh, a Garen? Don't mind if I do. We literally have mech here if we want it. Yeah, I mean, he does put it in. He's not going to use the selector, though. Yeah, he's just playing for defender. I mean, so at that point, why are we playing this random Draven, then? I almost think that he got dizzy. I mean, he's not a bad backliner, I guess, but, I mean, you would definitely... I mean, this has to be a mistake. Yeah, he's just sort of dizzy. He would definitely play... If you're not going to mecha here, there's no way. So, yeah. This is the board, similar, sort of, to, like, that's the board that he's angling for. The only problem with this setup... Oh, my God. No way that he gets Garen with Chain here. He really badly needs super tank items. He actually is in a really scary spot. I mean, okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Like I said before we started the VOD reviews, to do well in a tournament like this, it's definitely part... I mean, a huge part skill, but then also part luck. Here is definitely the part luck. Has one Garen at 3-3, gets a Garen with Chain off Carousel, and then hits a Garen in the next shot immediately. All right. I mean, his spot should be insane from here. Okay, the only thing that could mess up his spot actually is if his wolves is like sword rod or something like that, you know? Like he actually does really, really badly need tank items. Like, if it's all offensive components, it's pretty bad. But, like, anything besides sword and rod, like, even bow is almost usable. Like, Titans is pretty bad here for Garen, but it's not, like, horrible. And then, like, obviously any of the real defensive components are good. Like, glove is pretty horrible as well. So, yeah, like, we want as few sword, rod, and gloves as possible, and ideally bows. I mean, yeah, it's simple to say. You just need defensive components. You make Straven 2 here. Plays it over the Jax just to give some more HP to Garen. I mean, eventually it is going to be the Jax too. But I mean, it is an HP advantage there. 5+ duplicator, wow. I mean, Rammus 2 is a Rammus 2. What's his board again? Does he have a spot for it? Level 6. Level here. You can start getting out some of this stuff. Like, you don't really need to be playing these 2 units. You can get more backline in. Does he need to roll here? Is actually a big question. I mean, probably not, just because of the Garen too. Also, so he only got glove plus 5+ duplicator, which is pretty, like, it's kind of scary. It's actually a little bit scary because he has a mech Garen too, but it's got no items. So, like, you see, the enemy board can actually just shred through this Garen, even though the enemy board has, like, no damage as well. The Vex, I mean, I guess the Vex, no, the Vex carry augment is not even helping out. Okay. But, I mean, it's probably just reroll this, right? I don't know. I guess you could try some crazy Mecha Prime thing. Salvage Bin could also help you get to a Garen item. For player combats. I don't know. I think you just need something better. Belgian give me an item and then an item in 4 player combats feels pretty bad. I guess you can crack open these Sivir items and other stuff. Okay, he does actually go Salvage Bin here. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, that's got to be the best possible item that you could get in that spot. I mean, depending on the lobby. He's actually rolling a lot at 4-2 here. Huh. Okay. And he hits a Belveth. So now he can play that. Belveth, of course, does actually really well with his mana tempering augment because she's casting so much. The only fear I have about this Belveth is actually similar to the Warwick in the last game that we reviewed. She has no like way of not dying. Her way of not dying is just scope weapons and Hodge, which, like, I mean, honestly, when you factor in scope weapons, it's probably enough. Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, I don't know. I mean, like, the fact that the Salvage Bin hit Declaw, like, in hindsight, if we would have known that we would hit Declaw, obviously we would take it. But, like, well, like, what happens if you hit, like, a Last Whisper or any, like, kind of offensive? It's, like, 50-50 to be pretty good. But, like, it's also going to give you a component later. So I can definitely see it. I was thinking of, like, rolling for something, like, maybe that will make our board tankier. But, I mean, at the end of the day, actually, like, what even is that? You go for, like, an Ascension, but, like, Ascension isn't solving the problem that you have with this board. Salvage Bin kind of does solve that problem. So, I mean, even in hindsight, even though we high rolled and hit the Declaw, like, I kind of like it still a lot. Okay. We'd prefer for this to be defensive item carousel, but that's fine. Scanning the rest of the lobby, I think I saw a lot of AP there. But, I mean, that's still a Bramble Vest. What did he even take? I got so lost in the sauce there. He took this for Gargoyles. And then he has, like, a Last Whisper that he could make, but, I mean, you're probably not making Last Whisper. Okay. It looked pretty AP heavy, so, like, Bramble Vest, I didn't see how many people had, like, JG or anything like that, but yeah, you probably don't really need a Bramble in this lobby. Yeah, like, this board, Bramble is completely worthless versus, whereas Gargoyle is actually, like, really solid. Nice shirt. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. I mean, still a really good spot. 51 HP, gonna take... I mean, he might even win the next fight. His board is not even that weak. And then, like, level up next round. I mean, not next round, but you know what I mean. 5-1. Roll, find Belveth 2, Asol, and then you're kind of set. You can probably get out of these defenders as well once you find something better. The problem is, like, you kind of want to play Shen 2 for a while. But yeah, there's a lot of AP in this lobby, surprisingly. I mean, actually, who am I kidding? Not surprisingly. AP is really strong right now. Not a bad loss. Like 2 units, maybe? Wait. It's not a bad loss at all because it's a win. My god, that Belveth actually... The Belveth's actually so obnoxious for the Lulu. Because she just chills outside of her range. Tier here. Wow. I mean, that can be Protector's Vow. Probably really solid. We'll see. We'll see what other items we get. Protector's Vow, Redemption. Actually, Tier's really solid. Redemption. I mean, Redemption in this lobby is probably pretty good. Okay, I'm kind of lost. There's still a lot of stuff here. Like, it's probably Redemption. I mean, you want items for, like, Asol here. I mean, I guess you could duo carry Samira. You could duo carry Bava Samira. Maybe that's what he's thinking, especially with the Last Whisper and the mana tempering. Then maybe it's Redemption. Redemption GSIE or something. Was on Dish Sub not making it to finals, do you think because of RNG being top 1 in solo queue has a significant effect on performance at tournaments? I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think, like, I mean, you can't completely mitigate for RNG, and I didn't actually get to watch all of Dish Soap's games, so like, I didn't really get to see, like, I can't make a judgment based on all of his games, because like I do. Oh, it makes TG. Oh, he is kind of dizzy here. He's got 3 items still on bench. We're really playing this Morgana just as a Morgana. Like, we don't really care about the shred at all. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, TFT's a game that includes randomness. So sometimes the best players are going to have like low roll days. I think when you are insanely good, you can mitigate low roll to a huge degree. And that's why you see some players consistently, you know, you think of a player like Juan May, who's been like insanely consistent, being at like so many world championships and always making really deep runs and like winning the past 2 Asian Cups. But then also, Juan May didn't make it to Chinese as a rep for Worlds from China this year. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you think about, ooh, okay, now he cuts this. I don't know what Jana is here. Okay, I didn't actually get to see, but I'm gonna assume. Okay, I guess it probably wasn't Windy. All right, and hits the Belveth pair here, and immediately makes Belveth too. I like it. He's just playing Fiddlesticks on the board. But yeah, like you can mitigate RNG to some effect, but like I mean, obviously being rank 1 has a significant impact on tournaments. If you reran this tournament 100 times, like I think Dish Soap makes it to finals like, I don't know, 75% of the time or something like that. Like I still think after seeing the amount of work that Dish Soap put in this set and like how dominant he has been on ladder and in other tournaments, that he is like probably the best player in North America. But just like, you know, sometimes the games don't go your way. Like I said, I didn't get to watch his game, so I don't know if like tilt or anything like that was a factor. I know Dish Soap, like from just watching his games whenever he plays in tournaments, he's someone who puts a ton of pressure on himself, which can be an upside and a downside, you know? Like if you get super frustrated when you lose, obviously that allows you to improve, but that also probably like leads to more tilt. But like, you know, I'm pretty sure he said when he tweeted after the tournament that he felt like he played really well most of the games. So, you know, it could just be a low roll situation. Like I said before, like the best player has to be really good and high roll. Or maybe not the best player, but the winner of the tournament has to be very good at high roll. But I mean, like to your same comment, like the fact that Setsuko did very, very well in this tournament and is going to Worlds is, I think, a very important signifier of how, you know, being a ladder god, grinding a lot, getting a ton of practice in, and definitely translate to tournaments and like give you a huge edge, right? Like I think if you rerun this tournament 100 times again, like Setsuko making final day would happen, you know, like I don't know. If I think Dish Soap's 75%, then Setsuko's maybe like 70% or something like that. And then you look at like the worst player in this tourney. Okay, I won't name names, but there are some players who, there is a player who admitted to only, prior to the tourney, only playing 10 games on this patch. I would say that player probably only makes it to the final lobby, you know, 25% of the time, 20% of the time, something like that. Because, I mean, even that player, like to get to regionals, you still have to be a very good player, you know? It's not like, you know, if they put random silver player from you guys, okay, maybe not all you guys lobbies, but some of you guys lobbies in this tourney, like how often do I think that silver player makes final lobby? 0. I think literally it is impossible for that silver player to ever make final lobby. And the players who say like, oh, it's all RNG, like you could totally put a silver player here and it can make final lobby if he high rolls, like you're just kidding yourselves. But I mean, I don't know how many people actually think that. I do think some people think that this game I'm like almost anti RNG pilled, where I feel like so much of this game is skill that like RNG plays a not huge factor. Okay. I mean, I liked the Samira always, you know? Like, I'm curious. I'm surprised that he even played Morgana for as long as he did. If you get 9 Urgets at level 7, the silver might make it. Yeah, I mean, I guess theoretically, if you ran infinite simulations, eventually a silver player would have to win the tournament, right? Like, if you ran the tournament infinite times, there would have to be a situation where the silver player just 18 games in a row naturals Urgot 3 on level 7 and just wins the tournament from there. And I mean, if that happens, they would definitely win the tourney. So with infinite runs of this tourney, a silver player could win. I guess you got me there. But I think the number of simulations is like greater than like number of years we have before like the universe collapses on itself and there's no more life on anywhere. Do we have healing reduction on this sport? We have the ASOL, so yeah. So I guess we just take yeah. This looks good. Yeah. Who are we Zeke'ing? I mean, you actually can. Wait, does that work? I didn't know that worked. Huh. Today I learned. Huh. Never in my life have I Zeked a mech sacrificed unit. That's actually sick. I mean, I was kind of thinking you could probably still put it on ASOL, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, he's still giving it to 2 units. Like, you don't want to clump ASOL next to Samira, but you could clump ASOL next to Bel'Veth because she's going to dash away. Like, monkeys writing Shakespeare. Exactly, exactly. But, yeah, it's, I do think, like, at the end of the day, especially after, I mean, we've already watched one of Junkyu's games. This is the second one we're watching. After watching Junkyu's first game, like, I mean, it definitely seems like he is a very, very solid player. He's someone who I've never watched his gameplay before, but, like, definitely seems really good. I say that as he goes second, but a really, really cool game, actually. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch, all my links down below. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. Also, while I'm waiting... I think Juki was talking about this. Wow, he actually just straight up puts this on his stream. This is really cool. So this is his comps spreadsheet. So the way that he organizes it is his comps, the main carry, secondary carry, tank, and then he has those in orders of what's strongest. Augments that are really strong. Level 6, level 7, legendaries, variants, items, X. Laser brawlers try to position to get reset early away from enemy carry, space out frontline, Ox Force TF, Rift Renegades. Hard to swap, so keep Rift units across from each other. Viego near single target champions. This is pretty cool. And then even a section for item holders. This is nice. So this is how he arranges his thoughts on different comps. I mean, I do think like most of the players who are at like in this tourney have something similar to this. But it's really cool to see how the winner of the tournament organizes thoughts. And also you could just like steal this for your own games if you wanted to. It's like this is literally the winner of a tournament's thoughts on the entire meta right now. I wonder if this probably isn't in order of strongness, right? Unless he really thinks Laser Brawlers is strongest. I mean, definitely like Brawlers, Hacker LeBlanc, like all of this being down here makes a good amount of sense. Say, oh, mana per 5 hearts. I thought it said Monka S hearts. This is cool. Maybe I should steal this. It is a very regimented way of organizing your thoughts about comps. Whereas, like, I usually just have, like, pew, 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 pew. Can I ask a random question, lol? Yeah, sure. I mean, depending on the question, I'll answer it or not. But yeah, that's really cool. Maybe I'll try that. Because, like, right now, mine is just, like, it's like, I should take a screenshot of that, actually. Doink. How random is the question? Huh? Well, not so random. I'm losing my damn mind. Just ask the question. And we can go from there. Wait, my little thing didn't pop up. Wait, let me turn off display capture for a second in case I like leak something by clicking this. Okay, all good. What's your view on which servers are hardest to climb on? I mean, wait, let me turn this off again. I'm sorry. I'm just like saving. I don't know what's gonna happen when I click like the save picture button, and I feel like, I mean, surely there's nothing. Okay, in any case, you used up the question by asking if you could ask it, Lamau. And before he asked to post the Hydra. Are we allowed to post mythical sea creatures in this chat? God damn it. All right, let's go towards the next game. If you end up duplicating, could you link a copy of your spreadsheets? Sure, yeah. Thank you. I was scared to ask that. No Hydras. No Hydras. What's the deal with Hydra? Okay. As someone who like doesn't know that much about, I know a little bit about Twitch culture, but like, it's like a toss thing. I guess like having a penis in chat is like, I mean like a pixelated. Okay, let's just read this question. I started playing TFT in the middle of set 8 and I'm D4. I wonder how hard is it to masters? I mean, nothing going well anymore XD. I don't think it's that hard to hit masters. You started playing in the middle of set 8 and you're D4. How many games played do you have? And my other main question for you is like, how much studying the game do you do outside of just playing? Because you can just play TFT without like trying to study like players who are better than you, like watching streams. Like the easiest way is just watch streams of like high challenger players, Setsuko, Dish Soap, that kind of stuff. Robin, Kurum. Like I think that is probably the easiest way to get like drastically better at the game. 200, that's not like too many. There's a lot of players with like way more games played than you that are maybe not like diamond, but like definitely hard stuck around like the master area. I mean, I'm sure there's probably people with 600 games played who are hard stuck gold, but those players probably aren't in my chat. But yeah, I think it's actually very easy to hit master in TFT. Like, I think anyone can hit master in TFT. As someone who came from a league background, I think hitting master in league, by the way, I did hit master in league, is like really hard. Like you definitely have to dedicate a lot of time to like trying to improve at the game. Whereas like TFT, like, I mean, I probably underestimate how hard it is because of all the knowledge that I have now. But I do think like if I go to my op.gg, and then after we do this, we'll hop into the next game. If you go to my op.gg, I like started playing like a little bit, like set 1, set 2, or not set 2, but like this was my first set playing. And like I played a decent amount. Like this was like super casual, like a few games every once in a while playing TFT. And so like I always say like 5.5 was my first set where I actually like started like trying to like get good at the game. Like how many games did I have? 186. But I did like sort of already understand the fundamentals. So like I do think like after hitting master in 5.5, after like knowing a little bit of the fundamentals, like I do really feel like if you really tried hard, you could hit master in your first set playing. But it's probably more realistic to hit it like your second set playing. Like if 5.5 was my first set just completely new to the game, I mean, I'm sure that I could have learned all of this in one set and then hit it the next set. I'm happy I'm a master in TFT, but it's like an easier game so my friends don't care. It's all good. Your accomplishments, look, your friends are gonna meme on you. Well, it depends on how your friends are, but like there are people who hit like challenger and league and they're like, oh, you're just like a one-trick abuser, you're not even good at the game. Like, bruh, if you're proud of an accomplishment, then don't let anyone take that from you, because I mean, you are the only one who knows how hard it is to do. Like in the distribution, league versus TFT, league D4 equal TFT masters. That sounds pretty reasonable, actually. I think anyone can hit diamond in league, and I think anyone can hit diamond in master. That's probably, yeah, I think that's very accurate, Andrew, on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there's your answer, COVID. I think it's about, if you play league, it's about as easy to hit as diamond is in league, which I think anyone can hit. Like, you can't just like grind games and like not do anything outside of the game and easily hit it. But I do think like if you grind games and study players who are better than you's games, like you'll hit it pretty easily. And then if you add onto that like more sort of like in-depth VOD reviews and like analyzing stats is a big one. Like just if you don't, I see so many people who are trying to get better at the TFT and they don't use stats. Like, I mean, you don't want to troll and just like go to augments and like always pick like the highest win rate augment, but like just knowing that the best augment in the game right now is like Prancer Crown at like 2-1, or like Infiniteam Heart, or like Hyperbolic Time Chamber, Mascot Crown, Infiniteam Crest. Like knowing how strong all of this stuff is like an insanely big leg up versus like not knowing it. Remember, stats big number equal good because bigger is better. Kappa happy. I think TFT would be hard for people who don't play other strategy games. Jesus. I guess so. That's fair. If it's maybe like your first strategy game and you're like you've grinded Counter-Strike your entire life, then like maybe. Honestly, I should just run the VOD and then have these discussions. What's up, guys? I'm Xeric here. Game 3 of NA Finals. Like, if I'm having a discussion with chat about some random thing, like people in the VOD will probably find it interesting, like talking about how good, like how hard it is to hit Master in TFT. Which if you're watching the YouTube VOD, then you'll have missed this discussion. Unless someone in Twitch chat posts an interesting question, like an interesting secondary question regarding it, and then I'll like probably answer that. But like, let's be real. Okay, man. Once again, we're watching Jukyu's POV, but I'll have said that in the intro. 5 seconds team heal is really strong early. It's one of the stronger ones early. You have Last Whisper Slam. My only concern with taking that one is that our shop actually, like, you get a Nasus pair, Jinx pair. The problem is we might actually not have the amount of gold to be able to do that. But also, our spot doesn't really make sense for that. I probably would just take this, try to play strong opener. Yeah, like this. I like this a good bit. And then we'll see what else we hit. We've only received 3 gold, right? Yeah, so we're guaranteed 3 more. Probably, yeah, hold those 2. Don't hold the Jinx pair. It's just too hard to... Oh, he does actually hold Jinx over... Oh. Imagine if we held Jinx here. Imagine if we held Jinx here. Though, still, I'm pretty sure after Garchomp Pro told me to look at the Jinx augment stats in, like, GM+, I realized that, like, you should probably just never play Anima Squad in a tournament. Oh, we did see that one Get Excited game from Garchomp Pro himself, actually. But I guess he had a good spot for it. But I don't think this is a very good Get Excited spot. I guess he could slam Guard Breaker and hold Bow. Oh, maybe it's not even that bad. I don't know. It's probably still not worth it. Yeah, like Guard Breaker Jinx here. Not that bad. Okay. I'll have to just take Burning Spirit here because it's a way stronger augment. And then you can just go Guard Breaker. He kind of needs a back line. Nice. That was actually... Like, it almost took too long to do that. But yeah, we're going to make Guard Breaker Lux. Okay. I mean, this is probably better. Get Excited is my favorite here. Augment, it's so fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've played a Get Excited augment, like, right. I feel like when 8.5 was on PvE, like, when because did it used to be Get Excited? I don't know. They changed something. They, like, buffed it or something. And I was like, oh, I want to try it. And, man, it felt good. Okay. Yeah, this is way better. This is just a much better sort of, like, default comp. And, like, Guardbreaker plus Bow feels really good here. Though, honestly, like, if he had that Jinx pair, I'm pretty sure it was Get Excited. But because he didn't have the Jinx pair and he didn't have the Anima in, like, imagine, I guess we would have Anima in at 2-2, but still, like, yeah, not ideal. Honestly, this Morgana unit is so good. It's actually insane how much work she puts in. And we're still gonna play Ox Force over like Star Guardian here. I think that's probably correct. Well Fed is my opponent's favorite augment because they get well fed off me when I run brawler comps. Lamau. Have you seen what Shunga tends to play recently? I have not. Yeah. Are you saying that because you've seen Shunga play something interesting, or are you curious? Yeah, I haven't I mean, I haven't watched I haven't watched anyone play like solo queue in China recently because I think everyone is like concerned with playing the finals, you know, which we're probably not gonna have time to watch CN finals today. We could maybe watch like a couple of games from the finals, I guess. Here's insane. The only thing you ever want here. It's so good. Yeah. Really good spot. You, is this the board? I kind of like this a good bit. The other option is like rail over this, get started in. It's probably better. Yeah, I like this a good bit. Hopefully we win and then we can buy the rail pair. Not, it feels a little bit bad. Yeah, like you actually have so much frontline inherently just from Oxboars, and like Sona creates frontline for you. I mean, you definitely hold a rail pair, right? What? I love the sell rel for rel. More interested in holding Pantheon here. Wow. Curious? Yeah. But yeah, I don't think anyone in China is really playing that much solo queue right now. Or like, I don't think Shunga is really streaming that much right now. Because like Chinese regionals just ended and Shunga was playing in it. Oh my god. What is this board we're fighting? Vi 2, Blitz 2, Winsu Jax. My boxing lessons? Like, how are we supposed to kill a unit, man? Not legal. Any pair is really good. Thinking about, man, this is a small thing that a lot of people don't do. Is just take off units that you might potentially sell. Like, you know you're never going to sell this anti-pair, so you always are playing this anti-pair over the Morgana because you might need to sell the Morgana and make econ. Right, look at these orbs! Oh my god! You just got, like... How much gold was that? He got over, like, 20 gold. Like, he got, like, 24 gold off of, Krugs. And one component. Not too bad, though. I like this. I like this a good bit. So... I don't know, I'm almost a fan of selling Lux and moving items over to LeBlanc, but I guess if you find Lux too, it's like a lot better, is the idea. He's saying that he should have played Nyla here, looks like, over Blitzcrank potentially. Is that true? I don't know, I feel like Blitz is quite good. Augment here? Oh, wait. Is it actually Admin Heart? Either that or Future Sight. I don't actually hate the idea of just taking Admin Heart and then just playing 2 Admin the entire game. It's 150 HP every 5 for your whole team. Like, that's pretty good. Even Augment existed. Like, the other things that you have to play LeBlanc over your Sona the entire game is the only other issue. Does take Admin Heart. Also allows him to play 4 Admin here if he wants to. But he's actually not going to do it. Wow. I mean, you should at least check it, right? But this is, like, super not greedy. He's just going to play 4 Spellslinger. Yeah, I like this a lot. Okay. I mean, I probably would have played more greedy here, but also I'm thinking of, like, a solo queue angle. I mean, you should hold Camille Pair here, right? If you hit Camille Pair, like, imagine next shop is, like, Camille Pair plus Blitz Pair. Like, you could actually potentially play around it. But yeah, this is actually really smart. I remember talking to someone about this angle. I think it might have been Garchomp. About how, like, when you play a Spellslinger board, you can just take Admin +1, and then it allows you to actually play the 2 Admin late game. And so if it's an Admin like this that benefits your entire team and is pretty strong, then you just get to... Like, your Augment is basically every 5 seconds your team gets 150 HP, which, like, is pretty good. The only other... Yeah, like I said, the only other thing is that you have to play LeBlanc over Sona the whole game, which, like, is kind of bleh. But it's not that bad. Why do people do this, man? Your Rod here. Like it. The only other option was Tier. Is zooming. What is their board? Rel 2, Kaisa 2, Nico. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's kind of egregious. Oh. It's not even gold? I guess it's gain AP. Like, is this strong? Yeah, I don't really think that's stronger. I guess if it was gain gold, you probably would have played it for a couple of rounds. Okay, let me just make the JG here. I like it. I mean, we got our TF items figured out. All you need to do is find our TF. We are going gambling today. We are going to the lottery, the Twisted Fate lottery. Even says Alley there. I saw someone else do something similar to this. I think I saw Setsuko do this, selling a Fiora in a similar spot to make econ. I don't love it because, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too Maybe I'm just too, like, narrow in how I want to play when I'm in this situation, but I'm pretty sure there's only one comp you ever want to play here, and it plays Alistar. I guess you could wait a while to play Alistar, though. What is this guy doing, man? I'm trying to watch your game. Wait, he's actually, like, winning this fight. Like, he's not gonna win the fight, but, like, yeah. Wait. Okay, to be fair... Okay, for a second I thought that was Ripple. And Ripple had, Warwick 2 on 7, but that was someone else. Woohoo, Vertical Star Guardians? Okay, am I the only one bat chesting when I see Vertical Star Guardians? It's his way of letting out his opponent's high roll anger. Fair enough. Like, because, I'm trying to skip ahead. Wow, it was a long pause. I can't see what they're typing in chat because they have a little thing that blocks it. Which is, like, maybe intentional. I think they were about to start back. Thank you for the bat chest, David. Oh, fuck. I skipped past this. Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you sack one here, right? And just 4-2 it. We even hit GS. My god. He's actually going to play this Zeeks. I was going to insta-reforge this. I guess you wait until... Like, there's no reason to reforge it yet. Like, I was going to reforge this. I'm curious if he actually decides to play it. But yeah, I mean, his board is obviously, like, a little bit of a joke right now. The Lux actually kills units, at least. I mean, 3-unit loss here is insanely good. All right. What are we looking for here? Not even Jeweled Lotus. I don't actually know what you want here. And Fireboard's not bad, I guess. Rolls immediately. Yeah, the problem is this sucks. I guess Oxforce Crest is fine. I don't really want Admin Crest. Oxforce Crest. If we didn't have JG slammed, obviously, Jeweled Lotus. Oh, he takes the Jeweled Lotus with JG. Wow. Look, I really feel like I'm watching Chinese TFT when I watch this guy. Oh, Acel 2 is big. Makes GS. And then holds the Static Shiv. I like it a lot. And yeah, still just going to play the Zeeks the whole game. Wow. And I mean, suddenly this board turns a huge corner, right? As the Octhen. But yeah, I mean, the idea with Shield Lotus here, even though you already have JG slammed, is that like all your other carries are going to benefit from it. Especially in this version of the board right now, where you're playing LeBlanc and Sona 2. But like, you know, once you have TF, you're still going to have like Nico plus TF. Maybe like a Janna later. Even like the Viego. So yeah, maybe even with JG slammed, the Lotus is still too good to pass up. I mean, that's definitely what Juju thinks. So that's cool to see. Yeah, the other option is Oxforce Crest, which I mean is kind of mid. Wow, that was really scary. Actually, they could have rolled Blitzcrank Hook there and just hooked the dragon, but all good. Sometimes lucky we win this fight. But yeah, I mean the Ace was actually gonna do a really good job of holding these items. Of course, ideally you would prefer items on TF plus Nico, but like you can't play that. He checked weather there. Very smart. I didn't even see what it was. I think that was Sunny, right? That was the shield. But yeah, man, so cool that we can actually check weather that way now, because before it just wasn't possible. I mean, yeah, you always see the Cinder here. Is a Cinder with a glove that went that long? How's that even possible? I'm quite surprised, as you can maybe tell. Okay, and what did he just cut there? That's the echo. Oh yeah, I guess you have to cut the echo. Okay, looks good. I mean, you have to chill for 2 rounds, and then you roll some more and try to find your board. And this is all good. I mean, 53 HP with like a reasonably strong board. It's not like a super hard win. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this board that we're fighting, in that those TF items are no joke. And I mean, they're actually on a TF instead of our TF items, which are on an Acel. It's really, I think we might win this fight though. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, the big thing is that Burning Spirit is, oh my god! I'm leaving. Okay, so remember when I was talking earlier about how, like, in Teamfight Tactics tournaments, there's a skill aspect and a luck aspect. Some players express their skill through, oh my god. That's actually the most insane shit Wow. That actually like fucked me up to see. That is so insane. Is it Guardbreaker? Deathcap? Reef Forge is that? Hodge Deathcap? Oh, Archangels? Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this. Watch regionals early today. Jukyu is absolutely cracked. Yeah, we're watching this game right now, Marvs. You you missed yeah, if you just tuned in the stream, you missed an incredible play from him. Oh my god. I mean, he's played this game well, for sure. Like, he has definitely played a good game of TFT. And so we deserve a little high roll as a treat, I guess. I mean, there's nothing to be said about that. There's literally nothing to be said. That is egregious. That is. Okay. There's no way, man. There's no way. I can't. I actually just can't believe it. And now he just gets to go 9 for free. That's so insane. Smart to realize that you need to keep items on ASOL and not Greeting for Spellslinger. I think I could definitely see myself here saying, oh, I'll just put the ASOL items onto like a Sona or something. It's being the best player in NA diff. I didn't realize. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Oh my god. Okay. So we're going 9 from this spot. Crowd is pretty good. I mean, you're maxed out on items. Oh, okay. Yeah, blue buff Syndra's next best bet. If you couldn't take blue buff, it was probably Winsu. Oh, I should know that. Like, ooh. I mean, eventually you're cutting this ASOL probably, but it's like a pretty long eventually. Shojin blue buff Syndra. Where's my Shojin at, dude? They gotta... I mean, I guess there's nothing really to fix. But that's so annoying that sometimes when you take an item out of an anvil and you go to the away board, that it's stuck on your board. Surely they can, like, fix this, right? Surely there's, like, a way that they can just fix that. I think Echo here is really nice. So, yeah, I mean, once you hit Echo 2, it's way better than the Lux. And, yeah, we still have... Man, we're kind of low rolling. Still haven't seen any Nikos, huh? Kind of unlucky. All good, I guess. So we will battle through the low rolls. Okay, so yeah, here's the... I mean, not to say that I'm the god of TFT, but, like, doesn't Zeke's feel pretty bad here? Like, didn't we just get wrecked in that fight because of Zeke's? Because the ASOL meteors came, and then, like, it's a perfect angle for, like, Ezreal to get 50 ults off. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's still good, though. Eventually it could go on, like, a... Ooh. Then picks the Gargoyle. Yeah, seems fine. If you hit Janna 2, it just comes in over ASOL. If you hit Nico 2, it comes in over ASOL. Is he gonna sell this Janna because he doesn't want to hold it on bench? I mean, yeah, you can sell it now. We don't have that many fights left. Actually, your Ripple's pretty healthy. Theoretically, there could be some more fights. Man. Oh my god. Close fight, actually, against Replay, who had quite a strong board. And the fact that we keep this fight so close is insane. Another Janna? Missed, like, Janna 10. Okay, Giga 2. Really? Okay. Wow. I mean, I guess you have to. I don't know. The other option was sell Alistar pair. But... Okay. To me, MF always feels like hit or miss unit. Yeah, I mean, she's not very good this patch, I would say. He lost this fight, so he has to lock. That feels bad. I mean, that's like a pretty... I would definitely say high roll spot that Ruri plays in. Or maybe not, like... It doesn't necessarily have to be high roll, but it's a pretty, like, niche spot, I guess is the better way to say it. Like, you can't really play around MF carry every game on this patch anymore. She is not MF of old, where you would put a Shojin on her and she's, like, one-shotting the enemy team. Like, you put just a Shojin on her nowadays, and she's like tickling units. Another loss, actually. It's a 4th. I kind of feel like I have to post this. Oh no, it's a 3rd. It's a 3rd. Okay. I kind of feel like I have to post this VOD just for the insane high roll, but yeah, I'll call it a 2 if you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch, my links down below. Thank you. Okay. This is a 3rd game from Juku. I kind of want to watch some games from CN finals now. Let's watch a few of those. I don't think I've seen this clip. Oh no, I have. He gets teleported to his bed. Wait, can I translate this? Because like I've seen this little skit like 10 times where he's like a little like he drives a little moped or something. Oh, here it is. He's like a he's like a quick shot. Like I want to know what he is. What does this say? Is there a broken order? Please take the order in time. Okay, so he is like a delivery driver in this, right? It didn't translate shit, man. What? Just because the text is like tilt, but I love this little like outfit he has. This skit is so good. And I mean, he's obviously like a street vendor. I love Shunga's like little driving around with the helmet and everything. It's so good. And then he's like some kind of security or something. Okay, let's go watch some games. Let's watch some games with PFT. Let's watch a few. They have anything cool? Yo, I wonder what happens when for like the winner. Like, is there like huge cannons that go off and like are there like fireworks in the arena or something? Like, pretty cool. I hope. I mean, surely, right? Or I don't know. I'm really curious to see what like the winner celebration looks like, just because of how much how expensive this arena is. Oh, they have an opening ceremony. No way! I can't, man. I actually can't. Bruh. They have a fucking opening ceremony for CN. I don't know. I obviously should have expected this. With people shredding on electric guitars. There's no way. Come on. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, I would play it, but it might be I'll play it like kind of low. Yo. They're kind of going off. It might get me demonetized on it might get the VOD demonetized on YouTube, but no diff. That's sick, man. That's really sick. An opening show, and we say NA is the GOAT server. I don't know. Did we say that? I didn't say that. Rodan was saying that, but I think it's a little bit of cope. How big? I don't think the crowd's that big. That's the only like not insane thing, right? Is they don't have like there's like a medium-sized crowd. I feel like it's like it's like a small crowd. They're having it in like almost like a studio. It's so big though. A little random. Have you ever had an office job? Yeah, I currently have an office job. Oh, look at this. The first VOD is literally nothing. Yo, this is really sick. Yeah, I don't you look at my the number of subs I have right now, 156. I'm not a full-time TFT player. Like you do the math on how much money that is, I would be starving. It's a nice little thing on the side, but I would be dead if I tried to go full-time. Well, you know, I'd have to. This is show matches. Oh. Okay, so this is the finals? Wait a minute, now that I think about it. Did finals even happen yet? Isn't it happening? Are these? No, wait, this is Flancy. Is Flancy in the finals? Let me just go to now that I think about it, maybe we should just watch more NA. Is finals even done? Oh yeah, it's done. Okay. Yeah, this is the finals. It just happened this morning. But like this, the end of this VOD doesn't have the start of the game in it. So I guess we're just starting at Augment. And I assume this is game 1. Whatever, it's all good. We'll just start at this Augment. Who cares about the first few rounds anyway? Like, it's 2-1-1, baby. Let's see what happens. Lulu support. There's a Jinx carry up there. I saw Jinx carry with JG slammed. This person rolled all of their choices. Oh, God. They rolled on all their choices. They ended up with, like, Malphite support, but they didn't even get the Malphite in. That's kind of scary. It was a Kale carry? Oh? Ash carry? There's a Get Paid player? Huh. Get Paid is, like, stats-wise not very good. Oh, wait. I just got a few follows. Did I crest 3,000 follows? Because I was actually, like, really close to 3,000 follows. I was, like, 4 off or something. Let me go to my creator dashboard real quick. This is going to be horrible if I ever post this as a YouTube VOD, but it's all good. Yeah, we did. We're at 3,004 follows. My God. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. 3,004 follows. Poggers. On Twitch. I was going to say we take those, but that's an underwhelming response. But thank you, guys. Everybody hit the follow button. I appreciate it. It's kind of wild, actually. That's a slight Frodan raid diff, because I got like 40 or 50 follows when he raided me. I think if he hadn't raided me, I'd be a few days off actually hitting 3K. All right, let's see. That's so cool that they have, like, they show all the augments there. Like, that's so nuts. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is Lulu support. I'm curious what they do with Lulu support. This is Kale carry. Obviously, we're putting 0 gold into leveling, and we're just going to roll deep. Deserve? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Is Blitz the best tank you can play here? Because you could sell Blitz for a Nectar or Poppy. But I'm pretty sure Blitz is the best of those 3 units as just a standalone unit that you want to tank for longer for your GP and KL. But I mean, those are the kind of things you have to think about, right? Oh, God. Oh. This is our spot? Also, the Ashe player is actually full open at 2-3. This is Chinese TFT at its finest. Literally trapping his Renekton in the corner to full open to guarantee 5 loss streak. And also guarantee that he's going to start the game like 40 HP down. But yeah, like, this is our Hyperbolic Time Chamber spot. I might want to just go next, man, Flancy's. Like, you have a Lucian 2. Like, having a Lucian 2 is not as important as having items on him. Like, I've had a Hyperbolic Time Chamber spot before where I had a Lucian 1 the entire game, but because I started the game off with just Shojin Lucian, I farmed up so much XP. Like, Lucian 2... with no tier item, especially if Flancy can't get a tier off Carousel here. If he can get like a tier here and maybe grab like Static Shiv or something, like maybe that'll help a bit. He's on the opposite side of this tier. I mean, I imagine you have to go for it, right? If he doesn't, oh yeah, he got it. Wait, he did. Yeah, he got it. Okay. Yeah, like yeah, you have to go for the tier here. Oh, also since I'm calling out milestones, I mean it's not a milestone, but if you have a Twitch Prime sub that you're not using, would greatly appreciate it if you use it on the channel. Helps out a ton. Speaking of me not being full-time, if 1,000 people Twitch primed right now, I would go full... I don't know if that's true. But it would definitely get me closer to feeling like I could be full-time content. That Vicary board that we just saw looked horrible, by the way. I mean, they're obviously lost stream, but they don't even have underground in. They have 2 Vi's, one of which is from the orb. Let's speed up the VOD, by the way. I don't know why we're on... Let's do at least 1.5. It's going to make my head explode a little bit. Like, this spot looks like a much better spot for Hyperbolic Time Chamber, even though you're stuck on Lucian 1. It's just, like, the blue buff is so good. But, like, they're obviously angling Vex from here with this carry augment, which is actually, like, not that bad. I thought it was really bad. It's been really bad in the past. But it's actually not too bad anymore, since I'm not really sure. Because I don't think they directly buffed it. Maybe they did. I'm just crazy. Oh! Man... They didn't have Malphite Augment. I mean, that's just... I mean, the problem is TF doesn't carry that item at all. The one person... I mean, it's actually not the one person. Like, so many people are hard locked into the comp that they're playing this game already. But yeah, like, one of the people who, if they hit Kale, it's, like, not even a high roll, ends up hitting... Or not a Kale, TF. Ends up hitting TF, which is so funny. Alright, so much full opening happening here. It's actually wild. So... down to 60 HP and 60 HP as well. So both of the people who 5 lost here, they did at least kill like 1 unit. I think 2 units, right? 56. is like expected if you kill 0. So they killed 2 units at least, or maybe high rolled matchmaking, like fighting level 3 player when they could fight level 4. But yeah, I think if you fight like, I think it was like 4-4, 5-5-5, and you kill none of them, is that 56 HP, something like that maybe. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. This Kale setup looks really good. They have 5 Kales. Oh my god. And really good items. Guardbreaker, Deathblade, Last Whisper. We just have a 3-item Kale for fun. Well, I really love this picture-in-picture for the 1-cost rerollers. Because they're about to... This is so next level. Can we get this in an A? Do we have this? I don't think we have this in an A. But doing the picture-in-picture here... Because usually they do this for final fights. But they actually... I mean, he's not consciously holding Kales to deny this guy, right? Like, he's just doing it to thin his pool? Yeah, I think so. That's pretty cool. To actually hold Kales to deny that guy. But yeah, like, actually using that picture-in-picture when rolling there so that we can show both of their 3-1 roll downs is actually so sick. We should do that more often when people are doing a big roll down. Like, when there's multiple people rolling down at, like, 4-1 or something, we picture-in-picture them. That's so smart. Also, the get paid players actually... I didn't see who it was, but they were kind of popping off there. Like, that was a ton of gold farmed. Actually, so sick. Alright. Ooh. We saw Last Stand there for a second. Didn't end up getting picked. It was Jeweled Lotus taken by the top left player. My cam's covering, but I'm too lazy to move it. Clancy ends up taking Jeweled Lotus. So, I mean, like, Clancy's spot, and he did slam the Static Shiv. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, can we go back and look at this player's options? Oh, they're pretty bad. Oh, no. Knife's Edge, Jeweled Lotus stand, and looks like he used his reroll as well. What were his options? Oh. We're kind of going 8th. We're playing Asheroll, and these are our options? That's so bad. That's actually so bad. But I guess this is actually the most takeable. Wait. He actually... I just realized he had all of his ashes. He was just... he didn't roll fast enough. Because he had the last ash in an orb, and then he ended up just seeing it in shop. This is so bad, though. Like, all this augment does is give you a little bit of crit on, like, just your ash. Oh, man. That's really scary. And hopefully that little bit of crits can be something, but, like, yeah, this player, I feel like, is immediately, like, playing for a 4th, maybe. I guess we'll see. But yeah, like, I feel like they can't go higher than 4th this game. And we're also, like, I don't know, maybe if we also had Renekton 3 here, if we just, like, high rolled Renekton 3 in this spot, maybe, but yo, I think it's 4 quick draw. It's actually kind of wild. I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants to get out of that later, though. Okay, so this is really need a Gadgeteen board? It kind of looks like it is. They're just gonna play the Gadgeteen board and hope they hit Gadgeteen +1. And if they don't, they're just playing for, like, top 4 once again. Oh, wait. Okay, this player also kind of looks like they're going... Oh, wait. Okay, I was about to say they're going 8th, and then I realized... I saw the Lulu 3. I did not think they would go for Lulu 3 with support augment. There's now a Lulu 3 with no items. Okay, I'm going kind of crazy here. There's, like, a lot of stuff going on in this game, but, like, I don't understand half of it. Like, why are we rolling for Lulu? But then we built a... Like, it's Lulu reroll, but we're playing Gadgeteen Lulu reroll, but then we slammed BT Gnar, and then we also have an Archangels that's on Sona? And then we took this. We took Portable Forge, but then we went for Hand Scrabber? We went for the Blitz Grab? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in this game, actually. Straight up. Okay. Whatever. This player looked like... I don't know, I didn't get to see them fully. Wow, wait. They only had 6 Renektons a second ago. Did they roll a bit? Or did they just natural 3 Renektons in, like, 2 shops? I guess the world will never know, but... I mean, okay, like I was saying, if they had Renekton 3, like, maybe their spot's a little bit salvageable. There's no shot. They're just going... They're actually going 8th. Like I said, they're playing for 4th at best. They're 31 HP here at 3-5. They're still losing fights. And their econ's in a horrible spot. Man, that 3-2 augment just absolutely griefed their game. I don't think there was a single takeable augment there. Like we talked about, like we were talking about earlier on the stream, right? Like, luck being a factor in TFT. Like, I don't think that player misplayed at all, minus not getting the Ash 3 out. But they just hit 3-2 augment, and I don't know that any of their options were takeable from their position. So their game is just impossibly hard to play now. And that's how it is, you know? But, like, you know, across a large enough sample size of games, everyone's gonna have high roll and low roll moments, of course. How does, is China's finals checkmate? I don't actually know. Finals checkmate 18, yeah. Okay. So actually, I have no clue how many games were played here. I don't think we're gonna be able to watch all of them today, but we can watch the rest of them on Wednesday. Is probably when I'll stream next. We can watch the rest of them. Then we'll start easing into World is coming soon, or it's actually not called World. It's called like Championship or something. It's called like TFT. Yeah, it's called. Yeah, it's called Monsters Attack Championship. So I gotta call it Champs. You guys excited for Champs? But yeah, Champs is not this coming weekend. It's literally 2 weekends from now. Like, isn't that so crazy? Like, in legit, oh my god. Another player who actually couldn't roll fast enough and ends up missing out on Kale 3, which is, like, I mean, obviously huge. They're gonna lose this fight. And I'm quite sure that Kale 3, I mean, if not wins this fight, it's like a 1 or 2 unit loss instead of being a 5 unit loss. That's actually huge. Wow. Just goes to show, and isn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Like I was talking about last stream, like, the best players in this game make so many mistakes. And, like, that's a mechanical mistake. That's really cut and dry, but there's a lot of, like, really less easy to see mistakes. Okay, Exiles is at least pretty good. And it almost looks like he's cut the bleeding a little bit. Like, he's 31 HP. He's won his last 2 fights. This Jinx spot looks illegal. Their Jinx 3 at 4-2. What was their portable for? Oh, it was IE on the, or not IE, Infinity Force on the Jinx. It's kind of curious Jinx items, but I feel like Jinx with this carry augment, you just kind of slap whatever items on her, like attack speed, AP. Just don't slap like AD on her, but even like IE is fine. But yeah, like literally anything besides tank items and AD items, and she like carries them well, which is pretty funny. I guess that just means attack speed and AP and crit. Man, this Vexport's doing a ton of work. Actually, just 15. Whoa, it's a Morello Vex, by the way. Not something I've seen before. Doesn't look awful. So yeah, they are playing. They're playing Underground Reroll. Oh, they're 1 Vi off I3. I mean, you have to just donkey roll for it. It's actually such a big upgrade. Misses. Okay. Wait, can we go back for a second? What was their Underground cash out on? There's no indicator. Do they have Underground? They don't have Underground in. Yeah, because they're just playing for Quick Draw. Okay. So it's Underground Reroll without the Underground, which is kind of funny. Because, like, at that point, there's no real reason you have to roll for S3 and Vi, but all good. It's just something you're sort of used to. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this player's, like, also going 8th. I'm pretty sure there's, like, a few people going 8th this game. Like, even if they hit Vi 3, how are they ever winning a fight? Axiomark Ezreal 2 with 0 items. It's just not going to kill a unit. Okay. Yeah, the Ashe player might be saved by the fact that this guy goes 8th. I mean, the Ashe player's free streak now. I still think their board's going to fall off a cliff at stage 5, though. But we'll see. We'll see. Exiles was very, very good. Like, Exiles might be one of the best augments for their spot. If they could have got Exiles at 3-2, they would actually have been an insane spot. But all good. All good. Where's the Kale? The Kale player did hit Kale 3, right? Yeah. Another duelist player, actually, holding Zanya's onto this Kale. This is an item holder for GP. Or not for GPTF. Another 2 GS. I was thinking GS Death Cap. Went Gunblade plus nothing. Interesting. I think GS Death Cap is really good there. I think you really want Static Shiv was probably the reasoning behind that itemization. But pretty interesting. Okay. The Vi3 board has hit Vi3. So it's not actually Ezreal carry. It's they managed to hit MF2 on 6 somehow. That actually helps a ton. Yeah, there's actually some hope. I mean, they're 8 HP. There's no hope. Let's be real. Like, even though their board is not horrible, it's not very good. Yo, Flancy spot? This was a Hyperbolic Time Chamber opener that I thought was a little bit mid because he had no tier, but it did still carry him to 8. He managed to hit TF2 ASOL too, so very, very happy. Very happy spot for him. All right. Ooh, we're fighting the Jinx player. Let's see how this fight goes. The Jinx player, they do have Static Shiv Morgana, which is really nice, especially because some of Jinx's damage is actually going to be physical with all the extra attack speed she gets. But can Jinx actually get through these tanks? He gets through a lot of them, but I think... Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, the Morgana binding actually carries it, and they're dead. They're actually dead. Okay. He was smiling. I don't know if I would be smiling. I mean, I think he kind of knew he was going 8th from his position. That's definitely a frustrating game, especially to start the finals on. But it's okay. It's checkmate. It's checkmate. Oh, that is how I'm looking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying after that game, honestly. That guy should have that as a Twitch emote or a Huya emote. I guess, wait, like, Huya and Doyu, from what I've seen, they don't have, like, custom emotes. Kind of weird. It's, like, all text. There's, like, I feel like on a lot of the Chinese streaming platforms, there's a very, like, minimal emote culture, which is wild compared to, like, watching a NA stream. All right, positioning for hooks here. Does have Pike 3, which is nice, but the Pike had 0 items. Hopefully they get some items onto him. So yeah, and ends up building GS anyway. So they just wanted Gunblade GS instead of Deathcap GS is what I suggested earlier. Okay. I mean, the healing on TF is definitely not bad. I mean, it's kind of like 2 defensive items feels a little bit awkward, right? You already have the Zanyas. Like, you really need healing on him as well. And, like, now you have less damage to scale with the healing. As opposed to if you had, like, Archangel or something. Oh my god, that is a TF2. That is big. And 2 off Vayne. No duplicate or anything. Once again, really cool, though. Using this display to show 2 people who are rolling. That's so cool. That's so smart. I hope, I'm sure Frodan is going to review these VODs. I hope he takes note if that's something that NA is, like, I don't know. I don't watch main broadcast too much, but, like, I don't know if that's something our main broadcast is doing in NA, but I feel like it's not. But, like, that's actually so smart. All right, the Jinx board is gonna lose just barely, and oh my god, this get paid board just got paid. Like, they actually might be able to hit Vayne 3 now. Oh, it was just a straight up get paid game. Pretty interesting. 5 laser core board plus just the world's most random Samira 2 as a sure shot for this player who is actually on an 8 streak now. The Jewel Lotus value with They managed to hit Mordekaiser. The Jewel Lotus value on Mordekaiser is actually very, very high. They also managed to hit Blitzcrank 3, who's carrying all their tank items. So maybe I stand corrected. Maybe they can play for better than the 4th. We'll see. They also have quite good items on Ashe. Winsu, Last Whisper, Renans. Yeah, they're kind of stomping these fights. And like I said, the Exiles was a really, really big hit for them. So yeah, actually, like, sometimes it can feel like games are doomed when you get a bad augment or something like that, but if you battle it out long enough, if you keep your head up, you might just be able to play for even better than like a 4th. So we'll see. But that's a pretty cool spot. I mean, like a pretty like good spot for them now. And with 2 people dead, I mean, I still like with how bad that augment was. Wait, what are we taking here, by the way? It's just like Death Defiance, Mordekaiser, huh? Is Worlds over? No, Worlds has not started yet. North American regionals and Chinese regionals ended today. We're going to Worlds in 2 weeks. 2 weeks until Worlds. And Worlds is just in TFT. It's a 3-day affair. Like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or I mean, I guess it has to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we're done. So, you know, it's not like League Worlds where it lasts for like a month or something like that, and we have this stage and this stage and this stage. Though I guess like we're kind of in the stages right now, right? The regionals and the like the last chance qualifiers, kind of like the play-ins for Worlds. When's I guess Western last chance qualifiers probably next week. Ooh, so we can watch that next. you think NA stands a chance because they don't in any other esport? Yeah, absolutely. I think you are absolutely correct that in most other esports NA is not good. I mean they've been like there have been some good NA Val teams, right? I don't think they're good right now, but there've been some decent NA Val teams, I think. And like obviously in like Smash, NA has done very well. And like I think in like console games, NA has a much bigger like console culture, but for whatever reason, and like maybe this will eventually not be the case over time. NA has historically been pretty good in TFT, like one of the stronger regions. Sentinels was now Optic NRG are, but that's about it. I mean, we take those, right? A few teams, like how many? I mean, how many teams? I mean, I guess there's a lot of teams in the ecosystem. But yeah, like NA, if I had to rate them historically against other regions, they're like probably the second best region at like after China, like bigly after China. And like recently, I don't know, NA hasn't had like a really big standout performance in a while, but like Milk, like if you look at Worlds performances, I think Milk went like 3rd at Worlds. I think Ramkev went like 5th or something at Worlds. Raimplosion at last Worlds made final day. Like NA did pretty well. NA historically has done pretty well in TFT and is historically one of the strongest regions, but we still haven't won a Worlds yet. But okay, Mycopium is actually, like, in my opinion, Shunga and Hwanmei are the two, like, Chinese goats of TFT. Mycopium is that this year, NA actually, because China is not sending those two players, might have a shot. The downside is that, like, I don't know, even if China's not sending those players, they're obviously going to send some cracked players. And also, NA is sending a lot of relatively unproven players, right? Like, Jukyu and Replay have never, like, been to a Worlds before. I mean, Setsuko hasn't been to a Worlds, but he's, like, more proven, almost. Yo, that player just got their TF hooked. Huh? How did that happen? They didn't actually position for the hook. That's actually insane. Oh, good. I know. I mean, it's Flancy. Flancy literally died there. I mean, I don't know if he would have won the fight. Hey, he might have, though. That's insane. But yeah, I do, like, actually, but, like, after watching some of Jukyu's games, I think he took some really creative lines. He also high rolled in some of his games. I mean, obviously, I think Setsuko's a beast. I think Weijin Iverson's a beast. So at the minimum, I think those two are beasts. And then I'll have to watch some more replay in Jukyu's games so I can get a better read on them. But, like, if you look at their overall stats, like, if you look at Jukyu's placements across the entire tournament, they were insane. So, like, he can't just be high rolling, right? He has to be a beast. So, like, I think NA's sending a really good roster. Whereas, like, I don't know, in the past, I've been a little bit questionable about some of, you know, like, even, who did NA send last year? It was Amdi, Rainplosion, Soju, and someone else. I forget who the last one was. But, like, even that roster is, like, I mean, like, I think Rain is quite strong, but, like, Amdi, like, took, like, a decent bit of the set. He took a decent bit of the set, like, not that seriously. I feel like it's very different for, like, Weijin Iverson, who, like, was, like, really tryharding even in, like, regionals. Whereas, like, Amdi, I feel like, was like, okay, I got my world spot, I'm kind of chilling. Sort of like a different approach. I love Juke's games. He's become my favorite player. Pog, okay. We watched 3 of his games from the finals today, but I definitely want to go back and watch some of his earlier games as well, and also, like, the rest of his games from the finals, but I want to watch some China, so now we're here. But, yeah, I mean, I really think the roster of players in A sending is really good. I would be hyped if we could send some players from the Western Last Dance qualifier as well. I forget who qualified for that. I guess I can actually just go look at that insanely quickly if I go to Reddit. If I go to CompTFT, it'll say regionals results. Yeah. Kindlegem and Arabi Van Kenob are going to Western LCQ, I think. And Kindlegem has done very well. Also, that's the end of the game. I don't know if I'm about to VODify this. If I did, like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch channel, links down below. Thank you. I don't know if I will, though. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I love this. They have, like, a crowd of people watching the game after people die. Well, thank you for the reminder, Nightbot, to use your Twitch Prime sub on your favorite streamer. It's a completely free subscription. Oh, okay. It's good that they don't give bonus points for firsts in this. Is like that would be kind of sus, right? Yo, it's Shunga! Shunga's casting. I mean, rest in peace that Shunga didn't make it, but like, kind of lit that you get to see him cast, right? That's really cool. Like, wouldn't it be so sick if we just have like Soju casting after he gets eliminated or something like that, you know? Like, that'd be so dope. And Soju is in a little vest casting. So Shunga's not saying shit. These two guys are talking about something. He's just staring straight forward. So, okay. Now they're like, nope, this guy turns... Oh, nice. Shunga's like dead inside. Shunga's like, man... Why aren't I on that stage, man? Whoa, that was really cool. Like, transform for the game. Ooh, okay. Going into game 2 of the finals. Yeah, like, Worlds 2 weeks away. I'm very hyped. And then there's also the Eastern Last Chance qualifier, which should be really hype as well. But like, I don't know. I don't actually know that many of these players who are in China's finals. Like, I don't know. Before I would be like rooting for people, but like Chinese finals right now. Like, who are the players in the finals right now? It's Xinhua. Here we go. Chuyin, Xian, Lilo, Hao, Flancy, and Honglian. Like, I know Lilo. That's about it. Wait, Lilo's kind of a beast. I'd be kind of scared if they send him. Well, let's hope. Let's hope they don't. Or let's hope he's in bad form or something. I mean, at the end of the day, the Chinese circuit is so competitive. Like, they're not going to send any bad players. But hopefully they can send, like, slightly lower caliber players, right? That is the hope. All right, 5 item opener. So even though it's a silver augment start, it's actually gonna be kind of spicy because there is a lot of decisions to be made for pretty much everyone. And if people didn't get a ton of components, that means they get a ton of gold. Like, this player got 5 components. But imagine if they had got like gold opener and 5 component, and then they could have taken AFK. They could be like making 50 gold at like 3-3 or at 2-3, 2-5. All right, Bramble. Okay, so IE plus Bramble here are the slams. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm too much of a Gargoyles lover, so I would probably end up slamming Gargoyles here. But I mean, okay, you look at this person's board; they've already actually slammed a JG. If there's one more IE or JG slammed, I think Bramble obviously makes a ton of sense. Is the tournament? Yeah, this is Chinese regionals. This is the final day. And Chinese regionals, insanely high stakes tournament. First place gets $145,000 in China. It's basically the same prize pool as Worlds is. So it's definitely some high stakes TFT, and it's checkmate format, so they might play 5 or 6 games of TFT, and at the end of it, there's gonna be someone who makes 145K, and then like, how much does 8th place make? Like 4K. Kind of a pretty big diff. I mean, 2nd place also gets like 60K, so it's not all concentrated in 1st place. I mean, still 60K is a decent chunk of money for just playing some games of TFT, you know? Pretty, still every... Ooh, what's our admin here? Yo, production, can you step it up, actually? Usually production will have what the admin is above the players cam, but they don't actually have it here. Kind of wild. Where's my admin check? Speaking of admin check, why don't you also check... You should also check, speaking of admin check your Twitch Prime subscription and see if it's available to use on your favorite streamer. It doesn't have to be me, but I mean, if you're in my stream right now... Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I mean, Static Chip's always a good slam. This person's obviously committed jacks. I want to know what their admin is. It's probably a probably some kind of scaling HP, but I didn't see it proccing a lot. Such a crazy layout. I know. Chinese production is next level. I was talking about this last game, but they have if you're just joining the stream right now, they have a really cool like split screen that they'll do, where usually I would see most broadcasts do that when like people are fighting at the end of the game. or like, you know, their last board preparations before the final fight. But they actually used it to show 2 players who were rolling at 3-1 because they were playing 1-cost reroll comp, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, we have 4 underground here, by the way, at 2-5. It's not bad. That is not bad at all. Another underground. This is kind of a sick game, actually. And the consistency. Wait. This person is consistency 3 underground. My god. Of course, they're locking their Vi in the corner because if they win a single fight, they are not very happy. I mean, at the end of the day, if you win a fight, like you're down a silver augment, it's not like GG, but it feels like it's GG because like the opportunity cost lost is like, I mean, like if you 5 lost with consistency, you're making 6 gold around. So like if you lose 4 and then win the last one, you've cost yourself 12 gold at least at the minimum, and then it's an extra 6 gold for every fight that you would have lost. So it can be like, say you lose the first 5 and then lose like 2 more after that, you make 24 gold from your 5 loss streak. If you win that fight, if you win at 2-6, you lost 24 gold, which is insane. So makes sense, the consistency players playing to try to lose every single fight. We also have double sure shot +1 taken here, so it's gonna be a pretty AD heavy game. That also is probably why the player that we saw ended up slamming Bramble Vest. They saw double sure shot emblems. They knew it's gonna be a pretty AD heavy game. Okay, their admin is, oh, every 5 seconds gain 6 HP for your entire team. Wow, okay, that's quite good. That is a very good setup. My god, a substream? What's up, Nissanissa? Yeah, I don't know, I sometimes stream on Sundays. I didn't stream yesterday, did I? Oh yeah. Right? What was yesterday? Oh, right, I had to go to a graduation yesterday. I had to go to my sister's college graduation, Pog. I don't know what the correct Twitch emote for this is, but my sister graduated from college. Congrats to her. So pretty lit. So yeah, I was just busy yesterday and I didn't end up streaming. And then obviously like today was Mother's Day. Pog you, yeah, so that's a good one. So I was doing Mother's Day stuff most of the day, but hopped on in the evening a couple hours ago now. We've been streaming for like 2 hours because I wanted to watch some TFT. I was sort of like passively watching some of finals, NA finals, which was really fun to watch. We can go over some more of those games later this week. What is this? 2-3-2? Oh my god. Someone got time and a half. Sivir 2 with sure shot +1. Oh, Morgana carry augment for the Jax player is pretty... Wait, really? Can we go back and look at the Jax's spot again? Oh, wow, that's cursed. Pay attention to this. This is the Jax player spot. Roll, hit LeBlanc. Roll, hit Riven. Roll, hit Morgana. That's pretty cursed. I mean, I think you obviously want Jax from this position. That's really rough. Actually, okay. I mean, Morgana's not that bad. Like, you can easily include this Morgana unit onto a Jax board, so it's not the end of the world. Thanks for the vids. Almost plat after 2 weeks of actually trying for the first time a set. Yo, congrats. Congrats on the climb. Diamond is next. But yeah, happy that my content could help. Must have been digging for Relentless and had to settle for Freedom? Yeah. Yeah, that's not ideal. I thought they had one more reroll. Maybe they didn't. Or maybe they just said, okay, this is good enough. And if I like roll one more time and I hit like Reverberation. I mean, I don't know. Reverb's probably not that bad, right? In a Jax comp. But yeah, like, okay, I'm down to actually stats it. I'm going to go to tactics.tools and see how good Fear is Freedom is in Jax. So you have to already consider the performance of just the Jax comp. So like Brawler Jax says averages of 4.77. And then if you go to Hero Augments at 3.2, and then look at Morgana, there's no data for it. There's literally no data for it. Okay, well, I guess I won't look up Hero Freedom stats. That's kind of, I could explore it. Getting Jax support augment when playing Jax carry, yeah. I guess that is the worst case scenario. But at that point, you could just take like a 2-cost, maybe. No data because it's an FF angle. Okay, I don't think it's that fast. What's the Jax player's board look like? Oh, they don't have Jax 2 yet. Okay, maybe it is an FF angle. At least they have Riven 2 with Redemption. Our items are RFC QSS. It's not that bad. You're really supposed to have jacks too at this point, though. Like, and they're 50. Oh, wait. They're 59 HP? Oh, yeah, their spot's kind of fucked. They're 59 HP. This player, they're 12 gold, and they didn't find jacks too. And they had to take Morgana Augment. Yeah, they're kind of going 8th. The opposite of going 8th, though, is this spot where this player hit the Sivir carry Augment with Sure Shot +1. The only problem is they're committing to rolling for Sivir 3. They only have 6 Sivers, and actually they're still making 20. It's not the end of the world. Underground gamer, my god. Yeah, there's a few underground players this game. Should be actually a pretty crazy finish, because there's a lot of chances for underground players to kind of pop off. Okay, that Sivir support makes a lot more sense. Okay. That was underground cash out there, right? It's just a couple of components. And they're rolling deep on... So this is the consistency player. Like a decent loss streak. Oh, right. And they rolled down and then were forced to take Alistar. Carry Augment, which I would not say is great in this position. But yeah, they're trying to crack their streak now. They still have a lot of components left on bench. You really don't want to send like Shoshin Sunfire here? I mean, if they win this fight without it, it's fine, but it's actually a pretty close fight. I mean, I guess they don't really mind if they lose this fight. Okay, I could see that. They're like, oh my god. Ooh. Oh, 35. Come on, you could have readed some more. But I guess I'm pretty sure Radiant Q-Cone might be one of the best possible hits you can get. Especially like from their angle, Static Shift JG with their item slams. Isn't Radiant Q-Cone like insane from here? So yeah, you probably just take that. And there were Tiny Titans. They could have graded one more underground edge. Yo, they're actually going to play Jhin from this angle, potentially. All right, this player managed to hit Sivir 3. They're 0 gold, but they did hit Sivir 3, and the time and a half is, of course, going to help them replenish that gold. So, not too bad of a spot by any means. And their portal is backline, so they can actually duplicate Sivir, which is a big part of it as well. Because can't dupe Sivir, this gets a good bit worse, I would say. Alright, and their Sivir items are really, really strong. Alright, last augment here. It's probably like gold, right? I think it'd be gold or prismatic, but I don't remember perfectly. We'll see. Big Sport doing fine. Yeah, they're really healthy actually. Okay. Last augment here, gold. Okay. A lot of generic stuff here. I didn't actually see anything too specific. Yeah, like Jeweled Lotus being taken on a lot of boards. Jeweled Lotus actually being taken on that Rift Maker board in the bottom. So yeah, they're actually playing around Viego carry Rift Walker. Pretty cool. I mean, we've seen this a lot in China, but oh, and they hit a Janna. So now they're gonna Radiant Q on the Janna. But yeah, I totally thought they were gonna play for TF, but I mean, now that I look at it, you can just flex between the two, right? With Static Shift JGE. Oh, that's so smart. I would be pretty tunneled on playing TF, but you can just easily pivot into this comp, Static Shift your Morgana, and then JG or Viego. The only problem is the Radiant Q-Cone, I think, would be doing a lot more work in like a TF eco comp, but like you play what you hit, right? We hit Viego 2, we did not hit a TF2, and my god, this Viego is doing work. Yeah, this Varian is actually kind of cool this set. After the most recent buffs to him. Like for most of this set, he's been like pretty unplayable, but now he's actually like a reasonable frontline in like Oxforce TF, and then also a reasonable damage dealer in the Riftwalker comp. That's pretty cool. Being a TF, this is the consistency player. They rolled on all their gold. On level 8, trying to get a streak. I mean, their augment situation, I don't know. It's pretty bad. I mean, they need to find TF2 really, really badly and need to finish this last item on him as well. Probably GS, if I would have to imagine. We could look at the rest of the lobby and see how important GS is, but at the end of the day, like if you're not building GS, what the heck are you building here? Oh, and he has to fight the Sivir 3 player? Oh god. This is a spot where consistency is very scary because he is not stabilized yet, and he's and there are a lot of strong boards, and he's very low. So yeah, we'll see. Probably wants the GS. But I think he was last place. It wasn't Flancy. Okay, yeah, he ended up taking GS there. Yeah, that's him taking GS. Okay, cool. But yeah, this is actually like very much a lobby of like haves and have-nots. You know, there's like some people with insane spots. Oh my god, speaking of which, 20 HP here. Huge underground cash out for this player. They're rolling down to try to find Ezreal 3, Vi 3. And get some items down. There's Ez 3. Picks up a bunch of orbs, one of which makes a 3-star Lee Sin, but they still need Vi 3. Okay, they find Vi 3. Wow, beautiful rolls. It's all tank items, though. I guess we're making, like, Declaw. Yeah, okay, Declaw Lee Sin. But we don't have any damage items. Our Vi's gonna have to carry us. We need to find an actual damage item for this Ezreal. Because right now our only damage item is a Static Shiv. And I guess it's fine for now, but it'll be a little bit suspect later. Okay, and they actually play the Supers version. I've seen so few people actually playing this version of this comp. But they actually opted to play Supers. It's a pretty sick setup, too, with Second Wind and First Aid Kit. And then this Vi Carry Augment. Pretty cool, actually. And then, like, the Sona being in, though she could... I mean, she could theoretically come out later, but I don't know if she is gonna. Like, it's a Sona 2 right now. I love the 0-item S3 carry, yeah. I'm pretty sure we saw the exact same thing last game, and that player went 8th, but this player at least hit everything and got a huge underground cash out. So they might actually be able to do something this game, which, I mean, either way, it's pretty exciting. So, yeah, this is the consistency player. They did manage to actually hit TF2, but they're having a lot of trouble getting through this Annie 3 on this Gnar board. Oh my god. Ooh, TF trying to heal through everything, but still dead. He didn't win because he never had the Ez3 with 0 items. It was only Ez2. Yeah, okay, you got me there. You got me there. Ez3 with 0 items, that would have done it. Yeah, it feels a little bit bad that Q-Cone's still being just, like, wasted on only 1 unit. You could even give it to Jhin just for the Omnivamp, but... probably not worth messing with your Viego positioning. And also, I'm not sure if they're still playing Janna. I didn't see if that's who was holding the Q-Cone. But that as well. Alright. Rolling down here, seeing 50 MFs. It's kind of an interesting setup. Like almost Infinity board, but it's like just like Aatrox frontline. Almost looks like it wants to be like a mech board, but they just didn't have it. This is the Jax player. They're 31 HP, actually. They're top half HP-wise, though. That can change very, very quickly. Oh, man, and the Ez player managed to hit Shojin JG on their Ez. So, yeah, I think they should be in a really good spot now. Obviously, you want a third Ez item, but, like, this front line is going to take a long time to die. It's going to give Ez a ton of time to chew through everything. I would say all you need now is a quick draw unit, and they managed to actually go level 7 and get Lucian in. So, yeah, Flancy in a quite good spot this game, and they end up just killing the consistency player, which, yeah, I definitely believe it. That spot was illegally bad. Of course, we look over to our time and a half player, as has been the case this entire week on Long in China. They are top 2 HP wise, cruising, potentially able to go 9, but the big thing is they need to find their Garen too. They need more frontline. Jax player ended up finishing out with second win, which is really good, and JG for the Jax. But the big problem is they don't have Jax 3, which means that this Jax is going to have so much trouble getting through this humongous Vi. It's actually just impossible. They're going to take a huge loss here. And like I said, they're top half in HP, but now they're going to be 1 fight from dead. They also have just the 3 admin in because they're stuck on level 7, but they have to keep the Morgana in. That feels so bad. That feels so bad. I mean, it would be okay if they could go 8. Also, we looked for a second at that Viego board. Look at this guy with his hand on his mouth. He looks like me when I do that in my thumbnail where I'm like gasping. But yeah, that Viego player had 7 Viegos. This might be a Viego 3 angle from them, which would be pretty cool to see. All right, we have maybe next couple of eliminations coming out here. This Jax board did not manage to ever hit Jax 3, and they're fighting the super strong Sivir board that they are just going to die and go 7th. 1 more player potentially eliminated. Yep, down to 0. And then, wow, we might see. Okay, it was almost 3 eliminations in 1 fight, but all good. We have our top 5. 1 more. Go until our top 4. Remember, this is checkmate format, so right now the players are just amassing as many points as possible, and then eventually we're going to get to the point where one of them needs to win, which is
not the format that NA Regionals uses, which, I mean, I think it's kind of a less competitive format, I would say, than just playing some games and seeing who is the top scorer. But it is almost always, probably will be, once again, the format for Worlds. So it is nice that Chinese players get some practice on checkmate. What's the speed you're playing this at? It's 1.5 times speed. I usually do 2 times, but for these where we're like tabbing around to infinite players, it's a little bit too much. I could go just 1.0 times speed, but come on, who's got time to watch all the really slow stuff? I want to get to the meat and potatoes of the game, see all the decisions being made, that kind of stuff. And if I need to slow down, I can always pause. Gadget team player ends up dying. They weren't able to find Nar 3. So we have our top 4, and Flancy takes another win. 6-win streak here. Rolling down still. I think potentially to try to hold Diego's, maybe? Because I didn't know what else they were looking for. But yeah, we do look at this player who... This is the player who won game 1. Won Viego off hitting Viego 3. Could be a dub into a dub, which puts you in a very, very good spot to reach the check in checkmate. This is Ahau. Yeah. Wait, really? Oh yeah, I always get Ahau. I always think Ahau and then Ah Chen. It's like Ah something. But yeah, Ah Chen, the guy who streams on Shunga's stream, and this is Ahau. Okay. I got it. I'm trying to match the name to a face, especially because a lot of these players might be at Worlds. So I'll probably be watching their games at Worlds as well. Right, finds the Alistar 2 potentially, but who cares? All we need, one time, duplicator off of Morgana. Morgana, you got us one time, and then it's actually just a wrap. Especially with a Radiant Gunblade, or Radiant Q-Cone, double Q-Cone here, it's like so insane. Yeah, you kind of have to make the Alistar 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah. Pretty sure you do just roll down to 0 every round, because hitting this Viego 3 is too good. All right, so they won game 1, and they get a third Q-Cone. I mean, who can possibly beat this board? The Viego 3 with triple Q-Cone, 1 being Radiant? I'm pretty sure this guy just wins the lobby, right? I guess we'll see. I definitely want to sit on their board for a long time. Like, I don't know, unless someone else... Oh my god. Yeah, there's no shot. Unless someone else hits like a 3-star 4-cost. I don't know, I don't even think... I mean, I guess this Ezreal board has a ton of 3-stars on it, but they're all 3-star like 2-cost. This Jinx board is nowhere near being strong enough to beat that board, I would say. The Riven 3 might help a little bit, but my god, that is horrifying. I just kind of want to watch their board for the rest of the game, but I mean, all good. After a couple of fights, it'll just be a few people left. I guess I don't know if Flancy's been win streaking this entire time, but he's still he's like 0 gold, right? Like, how is God, we look at the Viego board. Oh my god, Viego actually like almost got one tap there, and then he was just chilling at full HP. Was that Flancy versus a Hal, by the way? I'm pretty sure it's just GG then, because I was like, Flancy maybe, but like Flancy didn't have the econ that you would hope to be able to beat that, right? He was like win streaking, and so like maybe if Flancy could go 9, I don't know. Like, how do you even beat that, man? The triple Q cone, like it's a 6-item 3-star 4-cost. Like what are you supposed to do? Actually, I'm just gonna watch this Viego. Oh, Viego did get Zephyr there, right? No, it hit the Morgana. Oh, I think it was 50-50. Viego did get dropped to half HP and then just heals to full with the double healing items. Double healing items are so good. Yeah, I guess the only way to beat this... it still has Ox Force, though. Like, it would be like the Jinx Rocket. Get it really low and stun it into MF ult. But even then, like, Ox Force is going to kick in. So, yeah, seems pretty impossible to beat. Even gets an Ox Force spat here. Put on just another unit. But I feel like this is a foregone conclusion. I don't think this Sivir board has any... oh my god, wait. Okay. They're actually 2 off Samira. So, like, if they had somehow hit a Samira 3... oh, they actually decide to remake the Samira to cheese the Shroud, or the Zephyr. And they move these units up, actually, to have a better shot of actually having something that they can Zephyr. But still with all of that, they cannot Zephyr this Viego. And honestly, I don't think it was going to matter. My god. Absolutely dominating performance from Ahau in game 2. He won game 1, he won game 2 with Viego 3. What a beast. Hope you guys enjoyed this VOD review. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch channel, the links down below. Thank you, thank you. Wow, win into win. Very cool, very hype spot. And I'm gonna have to leave you guys at that spot because I need to get some rest. Got work in the morning. It was a shorter stream because I started later, but I'm happy that we got to review some VODs, hang out with some people. If you haven't hit the follow button yet and you enjoyed the stream, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subbed to my YouTube, links down below. Go join my Discord as well if you're interested in coaching or hang out with other people in the community. And yeah, I think those are all my shoutouts. As per usual, not going to be live Monday or Tuesday. My next live day will be Wednesday, so I'll see you guys for my weekend, my TFT weekend, which is not playing on Monday or Tuesday. And then we'll be live Wednesday. Not sure what we're going to do. We might watch the rest of these finals, watch some more NA finals. Maybe we'll just, like, play some TFT. I don't know. We've been watching a ton of TFT recently, so maybe we'll play. When am I going to decay, now that I think about it? When was the last time I played a game of TFT? You know, my lol chess. Okay, we played 3 days ago. All good, all good. So yeah, we're not going to decay. But yeah, maybe we'll play on Wednesday. We'll see. You been saying you need to play more? Yeah, but that's, like, fake. Like, this set, right? Or, like, next set I need to play more. But, like, this set, yeah, I'll probably play. I'll probably play on Wednesday. We'll see. Maybe VOD review and play. But yeah, thanks everybody who watched the stream. Last call also for any Twitch Prime subs if you got them. But yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday for some more Teamfight tactics. Thanks for tuning in the stream and hung out. Thanks for watching, Anti-Boss. Thanks, Stormageddon as well.